The mall cop pulled me into the security office and said, "Your photo is on every exit door. We need to move right now." I looked at him confused because Gary usually just sat at his desk watching monitors and eating chips. He'd been working at Westfield Mall for like 8 years and only ever told kids to stop running or get off the fountain edge. "What do you mean?" I pulled away from his grip, but he held tighter. There on his desk were printouts of my school photo taped to every monitor. My face was everywhere. Gary locked the office door and pulled down the blinds so fast one of them bent. "Stay away from the windows." His hands were shaking as he picked up his radio. "This is some kind of mistake, right?" I tried to laugh, but it came out wrong. Maybe someone thinks I shoplifted or something. Gary wasn't listening. He was punching numbers into his desk phone using some kind of code. Alpha 77 requesting immediate federal backup. Confirm visual on the target. The target? That's when I noticed the monitors showing the mall corridors. Men in dark suits were spreading out through the food court. They weren't shopping. They were searching. I need to call my parents. I pulled out my phone, but my dad's number went straight to a disconnected message. Not voicemail, just disconnected. I tried again. Same thing. My mom picked up on the third ring, but her voice sounded wrong. Strangled. "Honey, where are you right now?" She was trying to sound calm, but I could tell she'd been crying. "I'm at the mall with Emma." "Mom, what's going on?" There was silence for a few seconds, and I heard muffled voices in the background. Male voices. "Stay exactly where you are. Don't leave that office. Don't trust anyone except the guard." The line went dead. I tried calling back, but now her phone was disconnected too. Gary was watching the monitors, and his face had gone pale. They're at every entrance. 12 of them at least. Who's at every entrance? I moved closer to look at the screens. The men in suits were showing something to store employees. My photo. They had my photo. Gary pulled open his desk drawer and took out a gun. An actual gun. I didn't even know mall security could have guns. He checked if it was loaded, then set it on the desk within reach. "Listen, kid, I got a federal alert 20 minutes ago. FBI, NSA, whole alphabet soup. Said to secure you immediately and wait for extraction." Extraction? Like I'm some kind of spy? This has to be a mistake. The lights flickered. On the monitors, I watched the suited men start blocking emergency exits. Gary grabbed the hard drives from under his desk and started smashing them with a hammer. "They can't know you were here. Can't have a trail." The banging was so loud, but he kept going until they were completely destroyed. "Someone's going to hear that." I backed toward the corner, but Gary grabbed my arm. "Supply closet. Now." He shoved me inside just as footsteps approached the office door. Someone knocked 3 times, then harder. "Security, open up. We're FBI. We need to speak with you immediately." Gary didn't move. He dragged a filing cabinet in front of the door. The knocking turned to pounding. "Sir, we know the child is in there. We're here to help. Open the door." Gary whispered through the closet door. Real FBI doesn't pound like that. They'd have already broken it down. I could see him through the slats, pushing his desk against the door too. The pounding stopped. Then I heard drilling. They were removing the lock. Gary grabbed his radio again. "This is Westfield Security requesting immediate police backup. Armed intruders attempting breach. All units respond." The radio crackled back with confirmations. But would they get here in time? The door burst open but hit the furniture barricade. Arms reached through, trying to move the filing cabinet. Gary stood with his gun raised. "Stop right there. I'm former military and I will defend this position." The arms withdrew. Then smoke started coming under the door. Tear gas. Gary pulled his shirt over his nose and yelled for me to do the same. My eyes were burning and I couldn't stop coughing. That's when the window shattered. But instead of more suited men, it was actual SWAT officers rappelling down from the roof. FBI tactical unit. Nobody moved. They had real badges, real gear, everything. Gary lowered his gun and pointed at the closet. "The kid's in there. Target secure." They pulled me out and gave me something for the tear gas. One of them was talking rapidly into his earpiece. "Package acquired. Requesting immediate evacuation." A female agent knelt down next to me. "Your parents are safe, but we need to move you right now. There's $10 million on your head." "What? Why? Who would pay that?" She looked at the other agents, then back at me. "Your father isn't who you think he is. He doesn't work for the State Department. That's just his cover. He's CIA. Deep cover operations. Right now, he's extracting a high-value defector from hostile territory. That country's intelligence service targeted you to force a trade." The suited men were foreign operatives. Gary turned out to be part of some sleeper network of former military who protect CIA families. My dad had been living a double life for years. Now we had to disappear. New names, new city, new everything. Within 3 hours, I was on a private jet to somewhere I'd never been, about to become someone I'd never been.